looking to maintain their unbeaten start to the season on Friday evening when they took on St Patrick's Athletic at Tolka Park.
In a bright opening period in Drumcondra, the visitors almost went in front against the league leaders. Keith Fahey's cross was met by Darragh Maguire, and it was the woodwork that saved Shelbourne after just 5 minutes of the game. But 6 minutes later and Shelbourne had the lead. Jason Byrne fired home after latching onto Owen Heary's cross. After making a first appearance in the green of Ireland, an appearance on the score sheet here was a fitting end to a tremendous week for the striker. Glenn Fitzpatrick could have stretched the lead to 2 goals when he rounded Chris Adamson, but he saw his effort cleared off the line by Maguire. Byrne and Fitzpatrick have formed a formidable partnership this season, and the pair combined well here, though Fitzpatrick couldn't quite finish the move off. A free kick from wide on the right offered Byrne another scoring chance. This time his header was off the mark. 7 minutes after the break and Shells fired home a second goal. Byrne on target for his second of the night and his 8th of the season. Shelbourne eased off after that, and St Pat's pushed forward in search of a goal that might see them back into the match. Good work on the left from Aidan O'Keefe eventually set up Keith Dunn, but Steve Williams in the Shells goal was alert to the danger. Joseph Ndoh, St Pat's midfielder from Cameroon, played a 1-2 at Kareem Al Kabir. Ndoh's dangerous shot went wide of the post. In the end, it could have been 3-0. Ger McCarthy came on as a sub for Pat Fenlon's side and drilled a late shot against the post. 2-0 was the final score. Another comfortable win for Shelbourne.
Well, Pat, 8 goals in 9 games for Jason Byrne, and he just goes from strength to strength, gets better and better.
Well, it's a great week for Jason. Obviously, getting his international call-up and getting his cap was fantastic, and he played very, very well on Friday night and took his goals extremely well, and him and Glenn Fitzpatrick have made a good combination so far.
Let's take a look back at those goals now, and you know, again, it's all about being in the right place at the right time here, isn't it?
Well, you can see Wesley Houlihan picking the ball up here, beats a player. That's a lovely little ball through, good run by Owen Heary, and he cuts it back, and that's a cool finish from Jason. I mean, he wouldn't miss those. You can just see him there. I mean, Wes Houlihan's excellent when he's direct, he goes straight for goal. It's a lovely little run by Owen. And that's an excellent finish. And to be fair, Shells played really well on Friday night. I mean, they deserved a win.
And this is the second goal here?
Yeah, it's another corner. And Kevin Dodge was really well at the back post, gets a good header back. And as you said, Jason Byrne's in the right place at the right time, and he sticks her away again. And he played very, very well. As I said, the international call-up will give his confidence a great boost. And he started the season so well.
Really is a frightening prospect for all opposition defenders, but not many changes for Shelbourne this season as the league champions, and that can only be a positive thing when you look, say, at Eamon Collins and his situation at St Pat's, and he's gone on record as saying that he has to change, that he has players on shorter term contracts. So from a Shelbourne point of view, the settled squad, the inclusion perhaps of just Glenn Fitzpatrick, a major plus. Yeah, well, Pat Fenlon's been there now. I think this is his 3rd season as manager, so he has a settled team. And he only really needs to add a little bit of quality every now and again, and he's done that this season with Glenn Fitzpatrick, who's been a great sign. Whereas with Pat's, they've kind of had to swap and change, and it's difficult to do that. It takes time for players to settle down, and Pats are really, really struggling. They didn't really play very well on Friday at all, and it's going to be a long, hard season for them. You know Pat Fenlon, of course, quite well, and as the manager, he'll come on after games and he'll say it's early days and he'll play it down, but inwardly he'll be delighted with what's happened so far.
He'll be very happy. I mean, they're playing very, very well. They're very, very strong. The thing about Shells is they're very professional in all positions. They don't give much away at the back. As I said, the players up front will score goals, and if they keep going the way they're going, you know, they're going to run away with this league.
Damien, St Pat's just, what, 2 wins from 9, second from bottom. A disappointing start. Do you see them turning that around, and if so, how?
Well, with difficulty they'll turn around because they're not scoring, they're not creating chances. That's going to be the hardest job for Pats this season. Allied to that is the financial restrictions both Chairman Andy O'Callaghan is working under and Eamon Collins as manager. So there'll be great patience required from everybody at St Pat's this year, the supporters and the players. And they've got to try and get the back rooms sorted out first and then work on the park. A lot will come down to the patience of the fans. They've got to get behind the chairman and the manager and say, look, we know it's a period of transition. We know the players are going to work 100%. The players are honest, the manager's honest, the chairman's honest. Let's move and hope that together we can work to a brighter future. But they need to start creating and scoring goals.
And just briefly then on Shelbourne, top quality so far?
They're the best side by far. I mean, the fact that Wesley Houlihan is playing in midfield, central midfield, I think is his best position. I think that's where he's most suited to. But they've got quality all over the park, as Pat said. Defensively, they're very good across the centre of the park in midfield, and up front, they're the best in the league at the moment.
Okay.